In today's session, we will understand what is Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act and what is the registration process. Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act object and any other cooperative society, state cooperative society, object is same. It is for the economic and social betterment of the members of the societies. The only difference is that the objects of multi-state cooperative society is not confined to any one state, it is across many states or more than one state. Then there is requirement to get the cooperative society registered under Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. If you see the terminology used with objects not confined to one state and serving the interest of members in more than one state, and the functioning of cooperatives as people's institution based on self-help and mutual aid to promote their economic and social betterment. Now let us see what is the requirement, how the act applies. See, before this enacting this act, there was another act, Cooperative Societies Act 1912, and there was Multi-Unit Cooperative Societies Act 1942 and Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 1984. So, how this act is now made applicable is, if suppose there is any existing multi-state cooperative societies, and then they have to be covered under this act of 2002. That is one way of application. Another one is, after enacting this act by notification by Gazette by Government of India, then they will get the registration under Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. Now, how the registration process happens. Central government may appoint any registrar, or they may nominate any state official as a registrar for the purpose of this particular cooperative society registration. And there is no multi-state cooperative society shall be registered under this act unless members in more than one state are there. See, the purpose of this act is where the members are in more than one state. So, this is one of the condition that to get the cooperative society registered. So, the members should be between at least more than one state, then you can go for the registration. And its bylaws provide for social and economic betterment of its members through self-help and mutual aid in accordance with the cooperative principles. See, this is a general condition, whether it is a state cooperative or multi-state cooperative. The purpose of a cooperative society is for the economic and social betterment of their members. So, their bylaws also should state that the main objective or principle of this cooperative society is for the betterment of their members. And other condition is that the word limited has to be suffixed after the name of the cooperative society as per this act. And at the time of registration, what the registrar generally verifies that Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act and rules are complied. Apart from this act, they have also stated what are the rules applicable for various law as applicable for the act. So that it has to be whatever the laws applicable has to be followed, rules applicable has to be followed, whether the bylaws and the application is complying with these act and rules. Serve the interest of its members in more than one state. As we have mentioned here, this is also will be verified by the registrar. That its bylaws provide for social. This point also we have discussed. And bylaws are not contrary to this act and the rules. This is in relation to, again, point number 1, that all the laws and rules applicable are complied with. That registrar will verify. And what is the time limit for registration? See, we give the application in form number 1, then what is the time limit? The time limit is 4 months from the date of submission of application to the central registrar. So within 4 months he has to either dispose or he has to give the registration certificate. If the disposal communication is not given within 4 months, then it should be deemed to be registered. Then registrar has to provide the registration certificate. If he is before disposing the registration, the central registrar has to give an opportunity to the applicant to hear what are the concerns in the bylaws or in the application before disposal. Otherwise, if within 4 months, if there is no communication of the disposal, then it is to be deemed as the registration is done and he has to issue the registration certificate. Once the registration is done, then it will be treated as a body corporate. So once body corporate, then they should have common seal, they can acquire assets, enter into contracts and they can start the business. Suppose in between the date of application of the making the application and the date of registration, whatever the business transactions, whatever the transactions done by the multi-state cooperative society will be considered as good for the purpose of business, because it was a time duration which is provided to the registrar for the purpose of registration. That means all the acts will be ratified by, it will be considered as done by the cooperative society. I am showing the sample of the registration certificate, and this will be, once the registration is done, these certificates are available online in the website mscs.dac.gov.in. This is how the registration certificate will look like, and certificate of registration, from which office it is issued. It is central, so it is issued from New Delhi, and to whom it is issued is given here, and the registrar's signature and date of issue. That means this particular multi-state cooperative society is registered from so and so date. So this is very useful for producer companies like farming producer companies, fisheries, and cooperative banks is generally what we see, cooperative banks. So this is the registration process, and this is the introduction for multi-state cooperative society side. Thank you.